Do you know what happens to the waste once it is disposed from our households? The journey is not so simple. Let us have a look at what happens to the waste once it goes from our households. Ideally, the waste is collected by an urban local body, which might also be called as the municipal corporation, from our household. But hey, that's not the end. First, the collected waste is checked for recyclables that are segregated inside the vehicle, or they're collected at a material recovery center in the area. Here, the waste is sorted for any recyclables, but a lot of waste is sent to landfills as the value of waste is lost in this whole process of transportation and operations. But how does waste lose its value? Whenever we dispose of the waste without segregating it, biodegradable items like your leftover food, fruits and vegetable peels and other organic things get mixed with the plastic, which is largely non-biodegradable. The mixing of waste leads to loss on both the fronts. The food, which could have been easily composted, cannot be composted anymore as there are high chances of microplastics getting mixed with the food waste. Secondly, since the food and other waste are mixed with plastics, the plastics start losing its value as it gets soiled and it is not recyclable anymore. As a result, major part of the waste ends up in landfills and water bodies. Now what happens if the waste ends up in the wrong place, like a landfill or water body? It pollutes the land as well as the water, both surface and groundwater. If the plastic is left unattended on the ground, it starts breaking up into smaller particles, which then penetrates into the soil and can enter the groundwater through leaching. Strong winds also carry the littered plastics into water bodies like rivers and lakes. The rivers then carry the plastic to the ocean along with the sediments. That's how an innocent sea turtle faces the risk of ingesting the plastic, which was thought to be safe material on land. It is not just the sea turtle, but there have been strong evidences of microplastic getting ingested by the fish, which are later on consumed by the humans. So what are we supposed to do? What steps can we take to reduce the problem of plastic pollution? Firstly, make smart choices. You must have heard about reduce, reuse, recycle. Try to balance your consumption and make sure you only buy what you need. Secondly, it is important to treat waste as a responsibility and not as a liability. It is important that you use things more than once to increase their life. This reduces the pressure on nature to manufacture new resources. Thirdly, the segregation of waste is quite necessary. If you segregate all the plastic waste, chances are most of it will reach the recycler, as the value of each type of plastic will remain intact. For the plastic which is not recyclable, there are alternate options like co-processing, where the plastic is used to generate heat to manufacture cement, but make sure you keep all the plastics clean so they can be easily transported without contamination. Also, take care of the other dry waste like glass bottles, paper, etc., as they're completely recyclable and they're infinitely recyclable. If we take care of our waste and segregate it responsibly, we can live a sustainable and a zero waste lifestyle. After all, waste is only waste if we waste it.